Ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to kick off Season 2 of the Advanced Wars Egg Cup. If you're new here, the Egg Cup is an Advanced Wars tournament that is open to everyone, whether you be a complete beginner or a grizzled veteran. The tournament is played over at Advanced Wars by web, and in this video I'm going to tell you everything you need to know to get signed up and start playing. First off, if you don't have an account on Advanced Wars by web, you'll need to sign up for one. Just visit the site and press register. It shouldn't take you more than a minute. After that, you can join the Egg Cup by clicking on the sign up link in the video description. I'll also pin a link to it in the comment section below. Clicking this link will take you to this Google form where you will need to put in your Advanced Wars by web username. Please be thorough and ensure that you put in your exact username, including capitalized letters and any weird symbols. Your opponent will need to search for your name to find you and create the matches, so please make sure that it is case sensitive. If you have a very wacky and weird username, I recommend you just copy-paste it into the form. You will also need to put in your rating. This is to ensure that players will be matched up against someone of equal skill level. For new players, your rating will start out at 800. You can check it by clicking on your profile. It is listed right here. For more advanced players, you also have the option of just putting in your exclusive standard rating in this field if you're very highly rated in Fog or High Funds, for example, and you feel like this will make you get matched up against players way above your skill level. It's just an alternative if you want to take it. Once you're signed up, you can head over to this matchmaking sheet where you will see every single round in the tournament. At this point, you will just have to wait for one of the tournament organizers to schedule your match. When they do, your name will appear alongside your opponent. If you're having trouble finding it, you can press Ctrl F to search for your username. Once your match has been scheduled, you will have to create it. Click on the Create Game link in your respective round and it will take you to the website in a game that has all of the rules pre-created. All you have to do is click on Create Game and invite your opponent to the match. Just make sure you check your inbox because your opponent may have already invited you. Once your opponent joins, select your CO according to who's available, and then start the match as soon as both players are ready. In this tournament, you will have a bit more time to play compared to Season 1. All games will have a starting timer of 7 days with 3 extra days given per turn, and a maximum day limit of 5 days per turn, so you'll have plenty of time to think out your moves. The only exception is the first round, which will only have a maximum turn limit of 2 days. This is done intentionally to filter out all the people who sign up for the tournament and then just forget about it, which is sadly going to be a handful of players. Now, speaking of AFK opponents, if you create a match and invite your partner and they do not respond within 3 days, you can report them as AFK on this sheet right here, also linked in the video description. I advise everyone to take a screenshot of their initial invite so that they can provide proof that their opponent is AFK. Once someone is reported, they will be disqualified and you will be matched up with a new opponent soon after. If you win your match, you will need to report it. You do that by clicking on this sheet right here called Match Reporting. Here you have to put in your own username as well as your opponent's username. Once again, be careful to input the exact names, and then you'll need to provide a URL link to the match itself as proof of your victory. As with the last season, it is the winning player's responsibility to report their matches. Season 1 of the Egg Cup was single elimination, meaning that if you lost a single match, you were out of the tournament. In Season 2, however, we are running with a 3-point system, meaning that if you lose a match, you will lose one of your 3 lives, indicated by these eggs here. So even if you lose a match, you will just lose one of your eggs and then go on to the next round. If all 3 of your eggs are lost, you are out of the tournament. This means that regardless of what happens, you are guaranteed to play at least 3 games in the Egg Cup. There is one exception to this rule, and that is if you lose a match due to timing out. In that case, you will lose all your remaining eggs right away, as we don't want AFK players participating in the tournament. This new 3-point system, combined with the fact that you'll now be rated against opponents of equal skill level, should mean a more enjoyable tournament experience for everyone involved. If anything should go wrong during the tournament, maybe your match isn't scheduled properly or anything like that, you can send a mail to eggcupseason2@gmail.com. This is a mail that all the tournament organizers have access to, and they will try their best to help you with whatever problems you are facing. Currently, there are 10 rounds scheduled for Season 2 of the Egg Cup. More will be created when players start advancing through the rounds. Unlike the last tournament, however, Season 2 of the Egg Cup will be exclusively a standard tournament. But all the maps used in this tournament are from the map-making contest I hosted back in September. Without exception, all maps in the Egg Cup will follow the same set of rules. They will have a day limit of 30 and a unit limit of 50. Capture Victory will be enabled for all matches, meaning that if a player captures 75% of all income-yielding properties on the map, they will win right away. Furthermore, black bombs and stealth fighters will be banned in every round. Now to finish off the video, I'm gonna go through the maps used in the first 10 rounds as well as their tiers. Round 1 of the Egg Cup will be played on the map that won the map making contest, Botanical, and it will be a tier 4 match. Round 2 will be played on Karn's Skillex, and it will be a tier 2 match with Nell allowed. Round 3 will be played on Just What Are We Doing Here, and it will be a tier 3 match. Round 4 will be played on Catch of the Day, and it will be a tier 4 match. Round 5 will be played on Rivalry Lake, and it will be a tier 1 match with Nell allowed. Round 6 will be played on Run the Pipe, and this will be a tier 4 match, but this map is very different from the rest, because it features something called Ghost Bases. You see on the map itself that it features some neutral infantry that do not belong to either players. Once the match starts, these infantry will vanish, and the bases they occupied will become Ghost Bases. They can be captured and they provide income and repair units, but they cannot be used to deploy any units. They just exist for pipe runners to be able to move through them. This is a bit of a weird gimmick and not something every player knows about, so I figured I'd mention it in the video. Round 7 will be played on Dwarven Penitentiary, and it will be a tier 3 match with Sami allowed. Round 8 will be played on Make Love, Not Robots, and this will be the gimmick match of the tournament as it's a Grim Mirror match. Let's hope Grim Guy makes it to this round, that would be hilarious. Round 9 will be played on Ankle Cramps, and it will be a tier 4 match. And finally, round 10 will be played on The Legend is Born, and it will be a tier 2 match with Nell allowed. As I said earlier, more rounds will be scheduled when a player starts getting close to round 10, as I'll need to see how many rounds are needed to create a winner. And if we reach a hypothetical scenario where there are 2 finalists facing off and one of them has 3 hearts and the other one has 1 or 2 hearts, for example, then they will simply play a best of 2 or best of 3 match depending on how many hearts are available, playing the same map multiple times until one of them runs out of hearts. In Season 2 of the Egg Cup, there will actually be a prize for the winner, and this one is very unique. The winner of Season 2 of the Egg Cup will be able to request a personalized, high-quality Advanced Wars video made by yours truly. It can be about absolutely anything you want involving Advanced Wars itself. Maybe you want me to do a deep dive into a specific CO, take on a specific Advanced Wars challenge, or maybe you just want me to cast one of your matches. It can be absolutely anything you want, and I promise to put a lot of effort into it. Anyway, with that out of the way, I hope as many of you guys will be signing up for Season 2 of the Egg Cup. Even if you're new, I really encourage you to just jump into it, as playing in an Advanced Wars tournament is a very exhilarating experience. As with Season 1, I will be casting random matches from this tournament on my channel, one video from each round. So if you join the tournament, you may be one of the lucky people who gets their match featured. So don't hesitate, sign up right now and you can begin playing in the Egg Cup today. I promise you it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll be playing in the tournament as well, so who knows, maybe you'll face me. Good luck!